O Lord my God, the Alpha and Omega, the one who holds all my days and all my moments in your hands. I come to you tonight in the quiet of this weekend evening, a time that is meant for peace and restoration, yet my heart is filled with the unholy noise of the week to come. My body is here in the safety and stillness of this room, but my mind has already time-traveled into the future. It is walking the halls of Monday, sitting in the meetings of Tuesday, stressing over the deadlines of Wednesday, and carrying the weight of a week that has not yet begun. They call this feeling the Sunday Scaries, Lord, but it is more than a silly phrase. It is a true and heavy anxiety, a dread that steals the peace of the present moment and replaces it with the fear of the future. I am robbing myself of the rest you have provided for me right now by borrowing trouble from a time that does not yet exist, and I am so tired of this cycle. I come to you tonight, the great I Am, the God of the eternal now, and I ask you to perform a miracle, to gently but firmly call my anxious, wandering soul back to this present moment, back to this quiet room, back into the safety of your immediate presence. My prayer is to surrender the week that has not yet been, so that I might fully inhabit the peace that is available to me right now. Before I release my fears for the future, let me thank you for the gift of this very moment. Thank you for the weekend's rest, however imperfect or incomplete it may have felt. Thank you for every moment of peace, every laugh, every small joy of the past couple of days. I thank you, Lord, that your nature is to be a God of peace, and that the anxiety I feel is not from you. I thank you that you are already in my tomorrow, and my Tuesday, and my Friday, and that when I finally arrive there, I will find that your grace has arrived long before me. I thank you that you do not give us grace for our imaginations, but you provide it in abundance for our reality. Thank you that I can bring this churning, worried heart to you, and you will not turn me away, but will instead offer me a peace that passes all understanding. It is only in the safety of that offer that I can honestly confess the true nature of my anxiety. I confess, Lord, that I have abandoned the gift of today to live in the fear of tomorrow. I have allowed my mind to become a frantic dress rehearsal for future failures and struggles. I confess my specific anxieties about the week ahead. I lay before you now the dread of my work, the overwhelming tasks, the difficult meetings, the pressure to perform, the fear of falling behind. I confess my anxiety over my relationships, the difficult conversations I am avoiding, the potential for conflict, the fear of being misunderstood or letting others down. I confess my anxiety about my resources, the worry that I will not have enough energy, enough patience, enough time, enough money, enough strength to meet the demands of the coming days. I confess my deep-seated fear of failure, of not measuring up, of making a mistake that will have lasting consequences. I have built a case for a disastrous week in the court of my own mind, and I have been acting as the judge, jury, and terrified defendant. Forgive me, Lord, for this lack of trust. Forgive me for believing my fearful projections more than your faithful promises. Forgive me for allowing the stress of a potential future to desecrate the sacred peace of this present moment. And so now, in a deliberate act of faith, I surrender the entire week to come. I visualize the next 7 days as a series of doors, each one locked and awaiting its proper time. And I am handing you, the master key holder, the entire set of keys. I surrender Monday to you. I place its meetings, its tasks, its potential stresses into your hands, and I will not pick them up again tonight. I trust you to provide the grace for Monday when Monday morning comes. I surrender Tuesday to you with its own unique challenges and opportunities. I surrender Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and next Sunday. I release them all, I let go of my need to know what is behind each door. I let go of my desperate attempt to prepare for every contingency. I choose to trust that you, the Good Shepherd, will lead me through each day, one day at a time. My responsibility is not to manage the entire week tonight. It is simply to rest in you right now. And so, Lord, having surrendered the future, I ask you to anchor my soul firmly in the present. I pray that you would establish a holy boundary around my mind tonight, a perimeter of peace guarded by your Spirit. When my thoughts begin to drift toward the anxieties of the week, I pray that your Spirit would gently guide them back to the truth of this present moment. That right now I am safe. Right now I am provided for. Right now I am in your presence. I ask for the peace that comes from trusting in your daily provision. You taught us to pray for our daily bread, not our weekly supply. You promised that your mercies are new every single morning. Help me to live in that truth. Help me to believe that just as your grace was sufficient for today, it will be sufficient for tomorrow and the next day and the day after that. Let my sleep tonight be a true sanctuary, a protected space, free from the intrusion of next week's worries. Let it be deep, restorative, and peaceful. As I pray for myself, I lift up others who are also feeling the weight of the coming week. I pray for students feeling the pressure of exams, for teachers preparing their lessons, for people starting a new and intimidating job, for patients awaiting medical tests or procedures, for anyone whose heart is filled with a sense of dread for what Monday morning will bring. Lord, grant us all a collective peace. Let a wave of your supernatural calm wash over every anxious heart tonight. And so I close my eyes, declaring my choice to trust. The week ahead is yours, Lord. It belongs to you. Its outcome, its challenges, its details are in your sovereign care. My only responsibility tonight is to be still and know that you are God. My mind will not travel to Monday because my God is with me on Saturday. I will rest here in the only moment that is real, the only moment I have been given, this one. I am safe here with you, and that is all I need to know.